Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. In my last video, which was my cash envelope stuffing for the month of July, I asked if people would be interested in a savings update, and I had quite a lot of people comment and let me know that they would be interested in that. So thank you very much if you did comment and let me know. I really appreciate your feedback on what you're interested, what you're not interested in. But today we are going to be talking about what my goal was for 2021, and then I'm going to go through each month, talk about what I planned, what my actual savings were, and the running totals so far. So the first thing to talk about is what my goal was or is for 2021. So my savings goal for this is €10,000. Now, this savings is specifically for a down payment for a property when I buy one. I am mortgage approved and I am viewing properties at the moment, and I am good to go as soon as I find a property that I like. So I have a specific savings account that's linked to my main bank where I have been saving consistently for the past, I think, 3 to 4 years. So in that bank account, I have been saving for the down payment of a property, fees, furnishings, etc. So I put money in every single month and I don't touch that money. So that means that when I have been doing my mortgage applications, they can see in one place that I have been saving steadily towards my mortgage. So that's something that I do advise doing. If you are beginning to think about doing a mortgage application, it's really handy to have a separate savings account for it. I do have other savings accounts for travel and emergencies and things like that, but I specifically have this savings that I'm talking about towards a property. So one thing to note, in Ireland, as a first-time buyer, you do need to have a 10% down payment on a property. As a second-time buyer, it's 20%, but for me, it is a 10% down payment. So my savings account for my property has my 10% down payment and the money that I've estimated that I will need for my fees and for furnishings, etc. So in 2021, I set myself a savings goal of €10,000 into this current account, or into this current savings account. So I'm going to go through and map out what I planned for each month, what I've saved, and then the running total. Something else to note, I have really bad handwriting. I say this in every single video that I do handwriting. I have the handwriting of a 5-year-old, so just please ignore that. So I have my laptop in front of me because I actually do my budgeting and keep track of my savings on Excel. It's just what works for me, but I thought it would be more interesting to write it out. So in January, my planned amount to save was €650. And what I actually saved, I'm going to do this in green. What I actually saved was 650. So the total, I'll do in pink. So the total that I saved at the beginning of the year was €650. Then in February, my planned amount was €650. And I actually saved over, I saved €750. So the main reason, if any of these months I saved over and above, it was mainly because of the pandemic. In Ireland, we were in a pretty extensive lockdown from the very end of December right up until May. So we weren't really allowed to do much. We were restricted to traveling within 5 kilometers of our home. Everything was shut, so there wasn't really much to do. So to be honest, apart from online shopping, there wasn't really anything to do. So I did find that I did have a bit left over at the end of the month, and I would just chuck that into my savings if I knew that I didn't need it. So I saved 750 in February, and I'm going to add that on to the 650. So the running total of savings in February is 1,400. So then in March, my planned savings were €675 into this account, and I saved 700. So again, a small bit over, and I'm just going to add that on. So my running total in March was 2,100. Then in April, I had planned €650. I actually saved €1,000, so I saved quite a bit over my planned amount in April. So my running total then was 3,100. Then in May, my planned amount was 675. My actual amount was €900, again, a good amount over. So my running total in May was €4,000 in my savings. Then in June, my planned amount was 650. I actually saved into this account €800. So my running total by June was 4,800. July, I had planned to save 2,750. If you're wondering why this amount is so much larger than all the rest, that's because I get paid my bonus in July. So I normally put a good chunk of my bonus straight into my deposit savings. So planned amount was 2,750 and I actually put away €3,000. So my total amount of savings at the moment is €7,800. So what I want to do now, just to show you, is what I had planned to have saved at the moment and how far ahead I am. So I'm just going to total all of these. So I should have 6,700. I currently have 7,800. So I am €1,100 ahead of budget. So there are two things that I could do for the rest of the year. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark down what I had planned for the rest of the year as well. So I'll do that first. So August, I've planned 650. September, I have planned 675. October, I've planned 650. November is 675. And then December is 650. So there are two options for the rest of the year. Option number one is that I just save as planned, and that means that I will end up with slightly over my goal of €10,000, which is great. The other option is that I take this total, 7,800, away from 10,000, divide that amount by 5, and then I can reduce these amounts down. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm very comfortable with my budget at the moment, and it doesn't really require me to subtract money from my savings and put it into other areas of my budget. So to be honest, I think that I'm leaning towards continuing to save as planned, and if I end up with extra in my savings, that's great. So hopefully you like this video. If you want me to check back in a couple of months and keep you updated, please comment down below and let me know, and I will chat to you on my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.